It's Deltia from DeltiasGaming.com here to do a quick Nightblade update with patch 1.6 ESO. Wow, Nightblades are fun. This is a lot of fun. I thought my Dragonknight was fun. My Nightblade is a lot of fun too. They made some interesting changes. At first reaction, people thought Nightblade was nerfed, and some of the abilities were, no doubt. But right now, it's just so much fun to play the Nightblade. The new ability, the Spectral Maid, whatever the hell it's called, Merciless Strike, when that thing procs, dude, and it goes off, stuff dies. Like, it just, you vaporize stuff. Soul Tether, which I'm going to use right here. Boom, got an AoE. Essentially, it's like a bats. It procs an AoE that Soul Tethers everyone, up to 6 targets in the area, and stuns them just like normal. So it just seems super powerful ultimate, and at 150 the cost, it's just amazing. Also the Merciless Strike, I'm going to get it to proc here. It really seems like Nightblades have even more incentive to light attack in between. It takes 8 light attacks to get this thing to proc. So let me just cut a light attack here. Sap Essence still works pretty good. So don't listen to the haters on the Sap Essence nerf. Boom, lights up. Oh, dude, that's a nuke. That thing is awesome. Okay, so an Impale Killer's Blade at 4,000, that thing did 10,000 on a non-crit. So that thing hits like a truck once you charge it up. So let me go on this top bridge here and show you some of the Nightblade abilities so we can talk about what they've changed and how it's fun and why it's fun, because it is a blast to play now. Okay, some of the changes. Who's this guy? Oh, it's an NPC. I was like, who's creeping up on me? Soul Harvest, the same sort of thing, has a healing debuff, and you generate ultimate while it's slotted. That hasn't changed much. Killer's Blade, Impale, I took this morph because it's focused on stamina and heals you for 20% of the max health. The cool thing about this now, if you're a stamina user, is that once you hit them with an Impale or a Killer's Blade, hypothetically, 2 seconds, if they die 2 seconds later, then you get healed. So it doesn't have to be the final blow. I think it'll take a lot more people will take this morph, especially if they're in close. Impale, I think, is still the better morph. But it's an interesting ability, interesting change. Ambush, a problem with Ambush now is that it uses stamina, which I don't like on a melee build, or a magic build. And then also, your next attack is increased by 20%. So I don't like the stamina change on Ambush. I really don't. I'm not a fan of that. And it seems like that's kind of a nerf, especially to my magic type builds that I like to run. So those two stamina changes, it really makes Nightblade advantageous to go stamina. Though I like the magic builds with the Sword and Shield. Blur got a little buff, adds increased armor to Mirage, and then also bonus speed on activation. So double take seems a bit stronger. So let's try double take out. So Nightblade is all about movement, and I think with some of these new morphs and buffs with the movement speed, they're just going to be even more fast and deadly. So I think this buff alone isn't enough to make them super defensive, but it's pretty good. Okay, so we got that going on. Another good bonus is Mark Target. Now Mark Target before basically reduced all their resistance, but it also reduced yours. No longer the case, and the reduced magic cost is significant. So with Reaper's Mark, it used to be like half your magic if you're a stam user. Now not so much. So instead of when you Reaper's Mark someone, you don't have to fear retaliation if you don't kill them. I really feel like the Nightblade is starting to take hold to be that actual really badass stealthy class. So I know you guys are going to ask me, is stealth fixed? We're going to get to that. So we got Reaper's Marker like that. Now the new ability, Merciless Resolve. Okay, so basically what this does, you have 20 seconds to build up 8 light attacks or heavy attacks, and then you fire a Spectral Bow for 10k magic damage. And reduces their movement speed. So then you also get an 8% damage increase. This thing is wicked, though you really have to practice light attacking. You can't just block cast with this anymore. You have to ability light attack. You really have to practice weaving. So I'll show you how this works. Now remember, you got 20 seconds for 8 light attacks. So that's like 1 every other second, you know, if you're on it. So we'll get this guy. And you'll see the bar, it's in my 4 slot right now, you'll see it change to a new ability icon. That's when it's procced. So I hit it, I got 20 seconds from now. So I whiffed 2 of them. Hit, see it procs there, and Boom! That hit hard. 10k. 10k damage. Soul Tether. Stuff's dead. That ability rocks, dude. Oh my god, it's going to be fun to use. Oh my god, it's going to be fun to use. 10k damage, dude. Imagine when that thing pricks with a potion. That thing's going to be sick. So yeah, Merciless Resolve. I really like it. You got to try it out. It's fun. It hits like a truck. It does take a little bit getting used to. So yeah, try practicing those light attacks in there. Shadow. Veil Blades, humongous nerf. So no longer do you get 30% damage reduction on this as well. And then low health allies and target can activate hidden refresh, gaining invisibility and some healing over time. So the damage reduction, the 30% that was on top of it, I think that's a pretty big nerf to Veil Blades. It's still going to be useful, still 30% for everyone. So overall, I wouldn't say it's worth crying about, but it's definitely an ultimate nerf. But with the Soul Tether buff, which we'll get to, I don't think it's much of a deal. Dark Cloak. Cloak yourself, become invisible for 2.9 seconds, and remove 4 damage over time. I haven't had too much time to test this significantly to see if like everyone knocks me out of stealth, though I will be PvPing tomorrow some and have some more updated opinions, so this is just a quick reaction. But as a vampire, I like it. I use this in combination with Elusive Mist, and it seems pretty advantageous. And the game, if you're watching this, the animations definitely feel more responsive, as in like light attacks just go faster, your stealth, you can't just infinitely block anymore. I just love it. So it feels more responsive. Dark Cloak, still need a little bit of testing. The jury's out on Dark Cloak. Concealed Weapon, this is pretty good. While slotted, you increase your movement speed. Stuns the caster, sets him off balance for half a second. Still does a pretty good amount of damage, so not much has changed there. Twisting Pass has changed quite a bit. According to the patch notes, it's 50% more damage per tick, and you gain more damage over time with this morph, or you get more healing with the other one. So it really increases speed, and it looks a lot different. Look at that conal effect. So let's go do some damage on this thing, see how it works. Yeah, it's ticking for 300 or 400 a second, which is pretty good. And it lasts for quite a long time. So I see that as being a pretty good buff to AoE damage for the Nightblades, which they really lack. So Refreshing Path, or the other one, Twisting Path, might be a pretty good AoE and substitute. Two abilities I love and I think are some of the best in the game, Mass Hysteria. So they cost less. And now you can stun 3 enemies and fears them for 4.5 seconds. Also, they have reduced movement speed and reduces their damage done for 15% for 4 seconds afterwards. So that got a buff. So now their damage is reduced, and it's a minor maim. So you can also do the minor maim with this guy, Shadowy Image. That's the Summon the Shade, the teleport. You guys seen probably the YouTube video where I got really excited about that. But what happened with this is it reduces their damage, and now Shades doesn't cost another cast to activate it. So instead you had to basically use magic twice to activate it. But right now, watch. So I got him shooting, and click it again, no magic. Imagine how powerful this ability is now. Oh my god, it's going to be so much more fun. I might really just play a Nightblade as my main now. Oh my god, it's so fun. So that's pretty cool. I like that change to the Shadowy Image. Plus it deals a lot more damage now. So it's based off your magic, how much damage it deals. So I see this being a really good change, especially for the utility abilities and the AoE, because Nightblades definitely lack that inherently. Let me kill these little nuggets here. But look how fast the Nightblade is. It's just, you put that Twisting Path down and you're just a blur. It's so much fun. Siphoning, Soul Tethered. This is the big change for the ultimates. 125 ultimate. This thing is amazing. Basically, it Soul Tethers everyone, so it boom, does the explosion, stuns them for 4 seconds, and then it tethers the people near you. So basically, it's like a devouring swarm. It's like a bats without using bats. That's how powerful it is. I really, really like that change. So Soul Tether, ambushing into a Soul Tether now, it feels powerful. It feels like it should. An AoE stun that nukes people and keeps you up. Love that change. So Strife got some changes. It heals nearby ally. I think, what does it do this time? Yeah, it just gives you a minor vitality bonus, so not much of a change. It's pretty low cast, so you can still hit it off the top if you want. Agony damage over time. I still don't think they changed this to the way it needs to be, which is something useful instead of a channel cast. I don't personally like it. I didn't see that they did a good change with it. Maybe I'm missing something here, but I still don't like that. Cripple got changed with Debilitate, so you gain magic if target dies. I think this is going to be really cool. So instead of basically everyone taking the other morph, now you can throw a Debilitate on a target, single target it down, and then boom, you get magic back. So that Debilitate is going to be a nasty, nasty ability. And 1.6. I love it. Let's try it again. So it's almost like a free ability that hits hard with a dot. Boom, Soul Tether, magic back. Next target, Debilitate, magic back. Dude, that's sick. Nightblade, what? Nightblades are awesome. Siphoning is Strike, so I don't think much has changed here. You basically turn your crap on, get stuff back, but also limit the amount of damage you do. So, yeah. So it still decreases all your stuff. The animation might look a little different, but I don't think that much. So, Siphoning Strike's still a really powerful ability, though it limits your damage. Sap Essence, it looks like it took a little bit of a nerf, but you still get a lot of health back. I don't see it as a major problem. Increases weapon damage by 20% and spell damage for each enemy you hit. So now it gets spell damage instead of just weapon damage. I love that change. So the Nightblade overall, I really feel that Nightblade is coming into its own as a class that is the true stealthy mirage. Like, you can't hit me, bro. Boom, you're dead. Like, if it wasn't before, it is now. And for me, I am not the one-off super expert on Nightblades, though I might try to be in the future because it's just so fun to play the damn thing. You know, Shadowy Image alone and Mass Hysteria are two of the coolest abilities in the game. Now that they're buffed, I really see Nightblades coming into their own, even be more of a powerhouse than they already are. Especially once I get some of these combos down. I can't wait to do some magic and a stamina-based Nightblade build, but Nightblades are back. I mean, they really are. And so don't freak out if they nerf Fail Blades. Yes, they nerf Fail Blades, but the other buffs, like Soul Tether, that thing hits like a truck now. So they're going to have some awesome utility. So thanks for watching this Nightblade video. I'm going to do Templars and Sorks tomorrow morning. I know you guys can't wait to see what I come up with Templars and Sorks. Later in the week, some more PvP testing, PvE testing, and hopefully coming out with some builds. Check out my site, deltiasgaming.com, for all the new champion system, which I will overview, along with the UI customization changes, the criminal skill line, all of that stuff. And just to whet your appetites a little bit, it's here, baby. Reduces the stamina cost of sneaking. Believe me, we are going to be leveling this thing up like crazy. Thanks for watching, and check out some more videos later on patch 1.6. It is amazing.